ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਦੀ ਮੇਨ ਫੀਡਰ ਦੀ ਪਾਈਪ ਫਟਣ ਕਾਰਨ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਦੇ ਫਾਇਰ ਡਿਪਾਰਟਮੈਂਟ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਰਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਲਾਈਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ ਸਨ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੌਟ ਵਰਕਸ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਰਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਸ਼ਨ ਪਾਬੰਦੀ ਲਗਾਈ ਗਈ ਸੀ, ਜਿਸ ਤੇ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਕੰਸਟਰਕਸ਼ਨ ਐਸੋਸੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇਤਰਾਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਪੀਕ ਰੂਫਿੰਗ ਸੀਜ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਰਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੰਮਕਾਰ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਅਸਰ ਪਾਉਣਗੀਆਂ। ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਤੇ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਦੇ ਫਾਇਰ ਚੀਫ ਅਤੇ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਦੇ ਕੰਸਟਰਕਸ਼ਨ ਐਸੋਸੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਨਾਲ ਰੈਡ ਐਫਐਮ ਨੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ।
Initially, the descriptions that they utilized were very, very broad ranging. And so by Monday, we were beginning to get calls from some of our members and trade associations that significant numbers of projects had halted pending more clarification from the fire department. And just as one example, the commercial roofing industry was reacting to wording which prohibited all hot work. The challenge with that wording was that hot work included everything from a tiger torch and tar kettle with open flames burning and creating high risk, but it also included items such as a hot air welding gun that is used to weld together PVC roofing membrane, a much lesser fire risk. It also included adhesives and primers that have to flash off, which have been developed to eliminate the need for torch-on roofing in the first place. What we were able to do working with the trade association was deal directly with the fire department, the fire chief and fire marshal and their office, provide them with more technical information on the different roofing systems, and also share examples of safety protocols and safety measures that the industry utilized when carrying out their work. And based upon that information and the conversations we were able to have, I think one of the things that we can take away from this is, with our ability to represent the industry voice, and then the mayor's office engaging to help us connect with the fire department, and then the fire department being extremely collaborative and open to conversation, we've learned a lesson in how industry and the municipality can work together. We have set up communication streams that we can utilize in the future. And once all the dust settles here, we are going to gather some of the information we have learned so that we are better equipped should something like this happen in the future.
What we did was we prohibited hot works, which is classically work that involves open flames or work that creates sparks with flammable materials around, which obviously is at a high risk for fire. Last week, when we had the situation emerge, I think that was a good decision in far as reduce the chances of us having fires at a time when we weren't sure what the water supplies looked like coming out of the hydrants, and we hadn't had time to really gear up to create supplemental water supplies, like a plan for getting water out of the river, to shuttling water with tenders or tankers, and some other things we've done. Now that we have that all in place, we were talking yesterday with the Calgary Construction Association, their president Bill Black, and we realised there was some space to reduce some of those restrictions, and that's what we've done. So for things like hot air welding, or there's some other processes they use for roofing now that don't involve flames or anything like that. We're happy for those to take place on new construction, on existing buildings. We put some additional measures in place where they have to have someone there for 60 minutes after they've finished to make sure there's no fire, and then they need to check back after 4 hours again to make sure everything's good, and they have to have additional extinguishers on site as well. The one thing we're not relaxing on, though, is with new construction where it's timber construction, especially where the building isn't closed in, there's no separation. We're not allowing flames, open flames, so propane torches to make membranes, to be able to put down membranes on roof, on flooring, on decks, those kind of things. We know that's a very high risk. What we don't want to happen right now is to have a serious fire, particularly one in an open building that has no separation. It always jeopardizes surrounding buildings. It takes a lot of water to fight those fires. It's a very dangerous situation, so we're not allowing that again for the time being. And we'll look to probably the end of the restrictions before we before we allow that. But there's quite a bit of activity now that can start again. So we were happy with that. I believe the Calgary Construction Association recognises the need to be safer during this time by prohibiting activities, and I think we have a great solution going forward.
ਰੈਡ FM ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਰੂਮ ਤੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਭ ਕਰਮਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ ਦੀ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ।